What is up, world, man? Welcome back to the Toker's Den. I'm Lee, and I hope every single one of you are having a good one whenever this video is catching you. In this one, we're going to be talking about, brothers and sisters, a lot of the abuse that I went through when I was in foster care. Now, if you've been around this channel long enough and you've been following me since we started putting up videos and doing live streams and everything, you know that I went through foster care, got taken away from my mom when I was 2 years old. She had me when she was 14. Got thrown straight into the system. Went through a lot of abuse. Went through mental institutions, a lot of group homes. Then ended up in jail and prison through most of my fucking 20s. Homeless. Just fucking up my life. Basically until I moved up here to Minnesota. And then like the last 15 years, I've actually been doing pretty well since I got on medicine. But before I fucking acknowledge that I had a problem from all the shit that I went through in my past and my trauma and tried my best to fucking acknowledge, hey, I gotta let that shit go to the best of my ability, as hard as it is, you know, I started getting better. Now, that's why I want to talk about this today, because I want to be able to help someone else who is going through or knows someone who is going through or has been through some of the stuff that I've been through, okay? A couple of my diagnoses are, and I'm going to talk about this, because I'm not scared to talk about this, yo, because that's why I'm here. If you want to stick around for this video, we're going to try to keep it under 10 minutes. I'm going to try my best, okay? But if not, yo, that's just the way it is, okay? So let's go. We're going to get some medicine in while we're doing this. So, I have bipolar affective disorder, rapid cycling. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I have a traumatic brain injury, which came from me being beaten by guards when I had a bipolar episode in my cell when I was 23 in Kentucky. Did a video on that. I have social anxiety disorder. I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. And they say I have borderline personality disorder, but you know, I think that's a misdiagnosis, but it is what it is. So that's that. I started going through all of this stuff when I was really young, like 3 years old, yo. They started me on medication, like dead ass. They started me on medication when I was 3. I went through a whole bunch of mental institutions and a couple of foster homes that were pretty steady. I had some pretty good foster families, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had some really good foster families initially, okay? I remember a really good one who was a cop. He was a cop and she was a teacher. Had 2 really good kids and I loved them and it was awesome and they treated me so well, okay? I remember them. Great family, yo. Probably one of the best ones I ever had. No, yes, they were one of the best ones I ever had. And then I had some, yo, like, that were very abusive. But I was used to the abuse, like, because my mom abused me. My mom would beat me until I was, like, bleeding, yo. Like, beat me until I was bleeding. Listen, my mama made me eat cigarettes. My mama caught me smoking one morning before she was getting ready to go to work, okay? She made me eat she didn't make me eat the butts, the filters. She made me eat the fucking cigarettes, the tobacco, and the paper, okay? She made me eat a whole pack. Beat me, made me go outside, get a switch. I don't know if y'all know what a switch is. It's basically going outside and getting a fucking limb off a tree, pulling the goddamn leaves off that bitch and bringing it in so you can get whipped with that motherfucker. And if it ain't big enough, she gonna whip you with that bitch and send you back outside to get another one. So, my mama freaking made me eat cigarettes, beat me, then took me to the babysitter because she had to go to work. Made me eat a cigarette in front of the babysitter. Okay? Gave the babysitter a carton of Marlboro Reds and told the babysitter to make me eat all them fucking cigarettes before she came and picked me up that night after work. Of course, the babysitter didn't do it. I mean, the babysitter didn't do it. Stuttering. The babysitter didn't do it, yo. She called Department of Social Services, which is the equivalent of Child Protective Services. She called them. They came and fucking picked me up, took me back, put me in another home. So that was just one of the many instances. Yo, my mom like left me on the side of the road one time. Yo, I don't know what the fuck I did, but we was coming back from my stepdad. It was another time where she got to have me for the weekend, because it wasn't much that she got to have me. You know what I mean? My mom would get me like some weekends she'd get me, or there was times when they couldn't find nowhere to send me. Like they couldn't find a foster home or nowhere to put me. So my mom would have to take me, and I was there many times when the social worker was sitting there talking to my mom, yo. I'm standing there beside them, and they're telling her, hey, we don't have nowhere for him to go. You have to take him tonight. You have to take him until we find somewhere to place him. Like, that's pretty fucked up to be standing there as a kid looking up and they're begging your mom to motherfucking take you. Listen, I remember there was times when I acted up at school. My mama had me for like a week or some shit when she tried to get me back, and I had problems at school and she had to come pick me up, and she told me, she said my name. And she'd be like, I can't take this no more. I'm calling them to come pick you up. I'm done with you. I had my mama do that to me so many times. Call Child Protective Services to come pick me up because she couldn't handle me no more. She couldn't deal with me no more. And beating me, dude. I mean, till I was bloody, yo. So listen, not only did I get that from my mom, when I got into the foster care system, I had foster families who would beat the shit out of me. Yo, listen, I had this one foster parent. Hold up. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as a kid. I hated pimento cheese sandwiches. They were fucking disgusting. Made me throw up, yo. This foster parent knew that, okay? And we're sitting at the dinner table one night, and he's got a pimento cheese sandwich here, and he's got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right there. And he told me, he said my name, and he's because down south they use your first name and your middle name together, okay? So he said my first name and my middle name, and he's like, blah, blah, you gotta eat this pimento cheese sandwich before you can eat this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was like, I don't want to. I don't like them. They made me sick. And he knew that. I couldn't stand it, yo. I think I was like 7. I was 7. I was like, I can't do it. I ain't say it like that, but I was like, I can't do it. He was like, you're going to before you can get this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're gonna eat it. And I was like, okay. I was defeated. I wanted my sandwich, so I'm gonna eat it, right? I'm gonna eat it. So I did. I picked it up and I started chewing on it, and I puked it up. He made me get down on the floor and eat my sandwich up. He made me eat the puke off the fucking floor, y'all. My foster parent, my foster dad, who's being paid to take care of me, yo, okay? Made me eat my puke up off the fucking floor. Made me sit down and eat the rest of that pimento cheese sandwich. And then I got my motherfucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm glad I got my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, y'all. That was some hard motherfucking work, eating that nasty ass pimento cheese sandwich. Needless to say, after that, I told everybody where I needed to go whenever I went, like to the hospitals and places like that. Not where I needed to go, but when I got put in other places, like when they'd say, are you allergic to anything? I told them motherfuckers I was allergic to cheese, yo, because I didn't want any of that pimento cheese. Needless to say, that backfired on me, because when they had pizza time, I couldn't get no pizza because I said I was allergic to cheese. So you know how much that fucking fucked me up, dude, not being able to have pizza because I said I was allergic to cheese, because of that whole motherfucking trauma of him making me eat cheese off the fucking floor. Dude, that messed me up. Hey, so let's move on, yo, to another one. Like my mom, she abandoned me on the side of the road. Listen, I don't know what I did, but I can't remember. I was like maybe 8 or 9. I was like 8 or 9, yo, and my mom had me for like a weekend. I did something. We were visiting my stepdad's mom in the projects, okay? And I did something, and my mom was pissed off. She pulled over the fucking car right by the park that we'd always go to when we was visiting my grandma. There was a park that was like maybe a half a mile down the road, okay? And that's the way that we went when we went home, okay? So we're going that way, yo, and check. My mama stops the car. She goes around to the back, opens the door, drags me out. Okay, by this time I'm screaming, "Mama, what are you doing, Ma?" And she was yelling something. "I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you. I can't take this no more." And she like fucking dragged me out of the car to the park, because there was a park there, and I remember that park specifically because it had like a elephant. It had an elephant swing, the elephant's nose, and on the ears, like Dumbo's ears, that's where the swings were. Okay, so it would swing around. It was a weird contraction, but it was dope. Okay, and I remember that specifically. It was dark as fuck, dude. Okay, she drugged me out to the side of the road. I'm screaming my fucking eyes out, yo. I'm screaming my lungs out, crying my eyes out, man. I'm freaking out, and I'm like, "Mama, why are you doing this to me?" And she just fucking gets in the car, yo. She gets in the car and just dips out. Takes the fuck off on me, yo. Takes off on me. It felt like hours. And I just sat down. I didn't know what to do. I didn't. I was young. I didn't know whether to walk back to my grandma's. I didn't know whether to do. I didn't know. It was dark. It was dark out there, yo. Next thing I know, I see the lights come. Where she comes, it's her. She comes back and pick me up, and then a social worker comes and gets me next day, and I go back into another place in Wilmington, North Carolina. They put me into a place called Open House. It's right down by the drawbridge. I was there for a little while. I ended up running away. I kicked down the door in one of the places where they tried to hold me in the room because I was doing something. So they tried to put me in isolation. I ended up kicking down the door and taking off. Ended up some old ladies down the house down the road. She gave me milk and cookies and called the cops to come pick me up. They took me back to the group home. Social worker came and picked me up and took me to another place. I think it was a mental institution in Jacksonville, North Carolina at this time. And that's kind of when I started fucking hearing voices the first time. They got me all these different medications and shit. And then that's when the abuse started in the mental institutions, yo. I started motherfucking getting hit in the ass with Thorazine. Okay, shots up in the ass with Thorazine, man. Being thrown into rubber rooms. Being the abuse that came with that. I had electroshock therapy, yo, when I was fucking like young as fuck. I don't remember. I want to say I had to be like, well, I was at the Tatums when I was 7, so 8, 9 before I went into fucking the first group home, Bridgecrest. So yeah, I had to be like 8 when I had that at Dorothea Dix Hospital, man. So hey, I went through some fucking shit, yo, and then I got into the group homes, and that wasn't even the only hospital like Jacksonville. There was a bunch of other mental hospitals that these people will put me in, yo, like sending me around to all these places trying to figure out what's wrong with me. But it's like, yo, I just want to be at home. I'm going to school. I'm going to all these places. I'm seeing my peers with their brothers, with going back to mom, dad, with their brothers and sisters, or going back to an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a grandma, a grandpa, somebody in their family who loves them, is taking care of them, yo. But me, I'm going back to a place where they're beating me, and not only that, I'm getting picked at school because I'm having to wear shitty clothes because all the money that's supposed to be given to me, the foster parents and the group homes are using it. They're stealing it. The group homes, they're stealing our money, okay? They'll be stealing money out of pay to fund shit that's meant for us. The foster parents will be taking our motherfucking money, yo, and spending it on their kids, buying their kids the good clothes, which back then it was Tommy Hilfiger and Bugle Boy. Their kids will be wearing the good shit while I'm going to school having to wear shit from like Walmart, Family Dollar. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you know what, yo? At that time, it was because that was my money. And I'm going to school wearing fucking shit that's passed down from your kids with holes all in it, with my shoes flopping, okay, with holes all in my motherfucking shit, and I'm getting bullied on in school for my motherfucking clothes. That's fucked up. So, hey. So I went through that, man. Got into a couple more group homes and whatnot. Crazy thing about most of the group homes is that I had to ride special buses on the group homes. I had to ride the short bus. So I was riding with kids that were developmentally disabled, kids that had cerebral palsy, kids that were really messed up, kids that were in wheelchairs, paralyzed, couldn't talk, that were messed up, that were always constantly bullied on in school, yo. Like, it was fucked up. We were bullied on. Like, I was bullied on. All of us were bullied on from the group home because we were different. We were different. We were different. See, we were different. You know what I'm saying? So we got picked on a lot. But, hey, that's messed up in itself. We're not going to go there right now. Anyway, so the group homes that I went through, man, it was insane. The mental institutions that I went through were insane, yo. We got beat a lot. We got drug across the floor a lot, yo. We got beat, like, yo, dead ass, man. We got our faces slammed in the floor, like, when they were trying to restrain us. Like, there was something that was called therapeutic restraints, okay, where that hold you like this, and they'll pull your arms and they restrain you and put you on the ground, or they'll put your arms behind you to restrain you, and they're supposed to lay on top of you and hold you. Nah, yo, they'll be beating us, yo. They'll be slamming our heads in the fucking ground. Grown ass man my age. I'm 39 years old, okay? So there was grown ass man my age beating kids 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 16, 17 years old. Motherfucker, you supposed to be taking care of us, yo, but y'all beating us. Y'all beating us. It's fucked up. So you wonder why a motherfucker has some goddamn emotional issues now when he gets older, and why a motherfucker smokes so much weed. Hey, but anyway, let's get on to this, man. So, listen. The reality of it is that this type of shit happens, and a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of you kids bully people, yo, and you don't even know the circumstances of what they're going through. You don't even know what's going on with these people, and then you're bullying fucking. It doesn't make it no better. They already got some shit going on, okay, with their life, okay, so that's already fucking them up here, and then you're treating them this way when the one place that they're supposed to go get some kind of, you know, comfort and solaces among their peers at school, but instead they're going there and getting bullied on by those peers that's supposed to be, you know, chopping it up with them, making them feel good, talking to them. Hey, bud, I'm sorry you're going through the shit you're going through. You know, that's the way it should be. That's not the way it is. You know, at least that's not the way it was with me. But, you know, hey, we live, we learn, I guess, yo. And I struggle now. I struggle a lot. I have traumatic nightmares from this shit, like dead ass, from auto abuse, and it stemmed over, you know, into the penal system. When I got to prison, you know, the guards were the same way, and it's not like, you know, they were understanding, because, you know, a lot of people who are mentally ill end up in the prison system, okay, and then they end up getting beat by the guards because the guards don't understand mental illness. So when they're seeing someone acting out, they're thinking that he's just being a motherfucking asshole or some shit. They don't know how to understand it. They don't know how to deal with it. And 9 times out of 10, most of these guards already have a chip on their shoulder anyway. So then that's conflicting shit going on right there, and it's never gonna mesh up. You know what I mean? So you're always gonna have something pop off. But hey, yeah. I have so many other fucking topics that I could talk about on this, about the abuse that I went through, yo. I can go on and on with the stuff that I went through, with being beaten, being dragged, being slapped, you know. And it's no wonder I've tried to kill myself so many fucking times, yo. It's no wonder I've tried to commit suicide so many times. It's no wonder I have fucking marks all up and down my fucking arms from when I've cut my fucking self. Not necessarily from just trying to kill myself, but I'm a cutter. I cut myself because it's hard to explain, but it's like, I feel so much better. Like when I actually am at that point where I need to cut myself to bleed and to feel it and to see that blood just running down my arm, y'all. Okay, it's hard to explain. But I've been going through that shit for years, y'all. All right, and I'm not afraid to talk about this. I'm not afraid to talk about this. And if you got a problem with what I say, yo, hey, you know what? You've got the bigger issue. And you're the one that's got the problem, yo. And you are the bigger problem in this world. Because we need less people like you. We need more people who are empathetic and sympathetic. You know what I mean? We need more people who are more loving and more wanting to reach out to people who are different. And try to sit down and chop it up with these people and see what's on the inside instead of wanting to judge somebody by the motherfucking outside. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get up out of here, peeps. I hope you like this video. I know I went on a little bit. Fucking almost 20 minutes, man. But if you're still here watching this, you're a trooper. Smash that like button. Listen, you're not alone, yo. The struggle is real. I know. I've been through it, yo. I'm still here today because I feel I have a purpose. I feel I have a purpose to help somebody, yo. That's just a little bit of what I've been through, like dead ass. This video would go on and on and on and on and on if I just fucking went on and on and on with the stuff that I went through with my mom, with foster care, in the group homes, and fucking mental institutions, y'all. All of my youth. Being homeless. I got so many stories. Dead ass. Man, that's it, yo. You already know what time it is. We're going to take one more hit. I love every single one of you. Trying to keep your head up as hard as it is. And I'm dead ass telling you, I know it's fucking hard. I'm one to tell you, yo. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But hey, this too shall pass. You will get through this. Tomorrow's another day to start over and do a new baby. Let's go. Cheers, everybody. With that said, I love every single one of y'all. Take care of yourselves and take care of one another, man. Yes, sir. Yeah.